This year, we are presenting this award to the CEO of Salem Media Group, Dave Santrella. Many of you in this room know Dave and the remarkable impact he's had on radio for nearly 40 years. He's truly helped to shape broadcast as we know it, from his early days in Chicago at NBC's WMAQ and CBS's WBBM to his current role as CEO of Salem Media Group. Dave's outstanding leadership and strategic insight have been instrumental in strengthening the entire radio ecosystem. Dave has also been a tireless advocate for the industry. His service as NAB Joint Board Chair and Radio Board Chair, along with his involvement in the NAB Leadership Foundation, have left an indelible mark on broadcasting and, as a result, local communities across the country. On a personal note, Dave was also an incredible mentor to me as I moved into the role of NAB President and CEO 3 years ago. Thank you, Dave. I'm honored to call him both a colleague and a friend, and now we're going to learn more about Dave's impact on broadcasting.
I've always thought that the necessary ingredient to be a great leader is a servant's heart, and Dave Santrella exhibits that every single day. He models that for so many people. He's not only given so much to the radio industry, of course, and the arena in which he works, but he's expanded that far beyond.
I think you who know Dave would agree with me that he is the quintessential broadcaster, the consummate people person, generous to a fault, sensitive to other people's needs. But he's tough when toughness is required.
Dave has been successful in radio because he understands his audience. He understands the unique value that locally focused radio brings.
He truly loves our industry, but he doesn't get stuck in the past. He knows that we have to continue to change and move forward.
Dave is the type of person whose personality is infectious. You can see this when you talk to his team, that they line up behind him because they know that first and foremost, he's going to have their best interests at heart.
Everybody that I know that works for Dave says nothing but positive, and that's hard to accomplish in this world. I think it's his willingness to roll up his sleeves and dig in. He'll help you change your oil. He'll help you get into the problem, even though he's president. He just has a way about himself that says, I'm here to help you be successful.
At Salem, you can see this from top to bottom in the organization, that Dave is someone who they believe in, who they believe has the team's best interests in heart, that it's never about him, it's about the success of the whole.
Dave's also been a leader in ensuring that AM radio remains a resource for the American people, that it remains in our vehicles with the AM Radio Act, and making sure that that's advanced through Congress, and doing all we can to ensure that this critical service is provided for the American people in these challenging times.
Dave has made the radio industry so much better because of his attitude, his get-it-done style, and the idea that he's not better than the next guy. He's in there to make it better for everybody.
The fact that he served on the NAB board, he served on the NAB executive committee, he served as radio board chair and joint board chair. Dave has made the radio industry better by his dedication, his commitment to the industry.
You know, radio is such an important part of our lives. It's such an important form of communication, and it entertains us and informs us, and it keeps us connected. And Dave has been at the center of that for decades. I'm so grateful that he is the recipient of this award.
He's a leader, a public servant, an advocate, and I'm proud to call him my friend. And we are proud to honor him today with the 2024 National Radio Award. Please welcome National Radio Award recipient Dave Santrella.
Wow, I can die now. You know, Curtis and Colin Jones always get a little worried when I get up here, because I have a tendency to go off script. You know, I've got these 2 scripts here, and I tend to go off of them once in a while, go a little rogue, and they get a little worried about that. And I promised them I wouldn't do that tonight, but I do want to acknowledge one thing. I am so grateful that Bobby Bones finally acknowledged that he and I are twins separated at birth. So, kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Well, thank you so much for this honor. I truly would like to thank Curtis Legit and Colin Jones, Barry Shook, April Carty-Sip, and the NAB Radio Executive Committee, who so very kindly nominated me for this award. I'd also like to thank my wife, Barbara, who is in the audience today. She and I will celebrate 40 years of marriage later on this month. She's crazy. She's also the smartest person that I know. She's beautiful in every way, and I'm quite sure that I would not be up here right now if it were not without the influence that she's had in my life. So look, the criteria for this award states that it's for an individual who's an outstanding leader in the radio industry. And if that's the case, when I look out in the audience, and as I talk to folks backstage, I see dozens of people that are way more deserving of this than me. But I will say this, each of us needs a credo. We need something that gets us up in the morning, something that we live for and we strive to live up to. Well, for me, that's come from a verse in the Bible, and that verse is Matthew 5:16, which says, "Let your light so shine before men that they would see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven." Well, I've been blessed for the last 23 years to work for a company that's all about good deeds. Our very mission is to impact people in the communities that we serve in a positive way, and we do that every day. Whether it's coming alongside an individual, helping them through a tough financial time, serving a community that's in need after a catastrophic event, or just giving someone hope to make it through one more day, because sometimes that happens. That's what Salem does, and it's been the honor of my life to serve there. And then for the last 8 years, I've had the extreme pleasure of serving on the board of the NAB, an organization that, guys, they just do good deeds every day for our industry. Whether it's lobbying for our best interest on Capitol Hill, ensuring that the FCC works with us, or providing encouragement as we fight through a challenging time, NAB stands firm, often behind the scenes and without much fanfare or glory, doing tremendous work. I've enjoyed every moment of service there, and I have deep respect for the NAB, its leadership, staff, and its board members. And so to the degree that what we do at Salem and my service at the NAB allows me to check that box of letting my light shine and doing good deeds, then my last hope is that I do those things in such a way, and that I carry myself in such a way, and that I speak in such a way that all the glory and the honor points in the direction that it truly belongs, which is to my Father in heaven. So thank you very much for this honor.